There's a new layer 1 blockchain called Monad, and these guys raised $225 million from top VCs such as Paradigm and Dragonfly. So when a pre-sale actually comes onto Monad and it's the first pre-sale ever, then this is a situation where potentially there could be massive ROI gains from this project on a pre-sale on a new layer 1 blockchain that's heavily funded. None of this is financial advice, but let's dive in to Monova. So this is Monova, and as you can see, these guys have raised over $1 million already, so a fantastic start for their pre-sale. As you can see, this is sort of a Sonic-y kind of style of a meme coin, but it's actually got a really good utility to accompany it. As you can see here at the top, there's actually an AI agent fully functional right now in this ecosystem. Now, in order to access this, you actually do have to buy into the pre-sale, but it's fully working and you can actually get involved by holding the NFTs in their partners collections as well. So good stuff there. But overall, Monova is looking very, very promising and it's going viral in the media. You can see the Bit Times on here, you can see CoinScribble and a bunch of others, including Bit Columnist. So in terms of PR, these guys are absolutely nailing it. Let's take a look at their audit here. Here you can see they have been audited by the reputable auditing company that is CoinSalt. And yes, they've had 0 issues detected here, which is fantastic and a great criteria tick box for getting involved with this pre-sale. Now, we mentioned the Monad ecosystem, so let's go over there and see what that is. This is basically a layer 1 blockchain with limitless potential. Now, if you compare this with Bitcoin that does 7 transactions per second or Ethereum that does closer to 70, I mean, this is going to be something that's quite game breaking in the blockchain space. So the first pre-sale on the Monad ecosystem being Monova is a very, very big deal. And that's why they've already raised a lot of money. And as you can see, do have the utility to back it up. Now, the ecosystem here is pretty straightforward. We can see that there's a bunch of chapters here going forward, and you can actually go ahead and read all of these if you want. But overall, this is going to show all of their partners and different projects that you could get involved with in this ecosystem to potentially make even more money. But let's talk about the pre-sale for a second. So getting involved with this pre-sale is super easy. All you got to do is connect your wallet like so, and then yes, you'll be taken to this widget. So this widget is super straightforward. You can actually use a bunch of different blockchains here if you want, and then we could say, hey, I want to buy with 12 BNB. And you can see right above my head, it's going to show how much I'm going to get here, which would actually be quite a lot here, 34 million, pretty decent. Now, as we've said, to access the AI agent, you only need 10 million. So yeah, it's not going to cost that much. But once you're happy with that, all you can do is press the buy mono button. Let me just move myself over. Yeah, the buy mono button here at the bottom, and then confirm that transaction, and you will have your coins ready to go, or as I should say, ready to stake. Here we can see this is their staking, and they're actually giving 166% APY on this staking right now, and that's actually going to run all the way up to 2028. So good stuff there. I would definitely recommend staking your tokens when you get them, because you're going to get ridiculous rewards over time as passive income. Now, what about their tokenomics? Well, here we can see they have 30% for community reserves, 10% for marketing, 15% for rewards, 10% for listings, and 10% for development, and then 25% for early contributors. So overall, a big percentage here going to the community, and that's going to enhance distribution, decentralization, and therefore longevity for this project. Now, the price increases every 3 days, and it increases 10% every 3 days as well. So if you want to get in, now is definitely the time, because this is going to be the cheapest time ever that you can actually get these tokens. And just to remind you guys, this is the first ever pre-sale on the massive blockchain that's going to be releasing. And just to remind you guys, this is one of the first ever pre-sales on the Monad ecosystem. And again, these guys raised 225 million for this chain. So being the first pre-sale on that chain is going to be a massive deal, where I do think this project alone could raise at least 20 mil here. So good stuff there. Definitely check this out in the description. Now, if we look at the referral system, you can see basically you're going to get 10% commission from anyone that you refer. And it's super easy to create a referral code. All you got to do is type in something here, press create referral code, and then it's going to create that for you. And then anyone that purchases using your code, you're basically going to get 10% commission there. So overall, definitely a fantastic project. Definitely should be one on your radar. But that is going to be it for this video. Check out Monova in the description. That's going to be it from me. I will see you in the next one.